Well, hello there, Leo. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. And Happy New Year! I hope your year is off to a great start. So, today we're going to take a look at January, February, and March, the first 3 months of the year. We'll take a look first at the overall energy with the Oracle cards, and then we'll go into each of the 3 months separately, looking at the energy for the month, any obstacles that are on your path, and of course, advice from Spirit. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so let's see what we have on the horizon for you. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. You know, this card actually has been coming out a lot for me lately in all the readings. And I feel like there is almost like a message. It's okay. It's almost kind of like, it's okay. Things are going to work out for you. So let's see what we have. Seahorse Spirit, watch and wait. Yes, I feel like there's not a lot of action that you may have to take in January, February, and March. It's almost like you can enjoy the ride a little bit. Okay, so we'll see how this is playing out, but I can tell you this card almost always gives me goosebumps because I feel like this card is the divine coming in and saying, hold on, we're working behind the scenes to get things to line up for you. So don't go mucking it up. Yeah, it's that type of energy. Whenever I pull this card for myself, I'm like, oh boy. It's kind of like, the divine is coming in and saying, we're trying to help you out here. Give us a break. Give us a little time. So let's see what we have here. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, this is worth waiting for. They say watch and wait. Okay, it's worth waiting for. Yes, something that you are really and truly wanting. Look at, you have this card twice, okay? Oops, sorry. You have this card twice. Something that you are really and truly wanting to manifest or wanting to complete or wanting to achieve, okay? It is going to happen, okay? Here's the thing. With this card, this is, a consciousness of lack. This is you falling into those energies, right? Like we all do when we're like trying to get something to work, of falling into that energy of it's never going to happen, or I don't have what it takes to get it done, or nothing works out for me, right? It's kind of like this is the energy that can prevent this from coming in more quickly, okay? Because this is beautiful, and I feel like this is something that literally transforms your life, okay? So this could be the breakthrough that you've been waiting for, right? This could be hearing back from, you've been trying to land a job, or been pitching your ideas, for a book or a project, or your business or whatever. You've been pitching it to either a certain client or perhaps to a lot of people and not really getting much feedback, right? It's kind of like, okay, just hold on because it's coming. And with the in the flow, it means, right, it's about smooth sailing. It's not about forcing something to happen. Now that brings me to that this year is literally your year. 2024, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8. It's an 8 year. That is your energy, Leo. It's the strength card, but it's not about being the lion and going after things, right? It's about the little girl that's cuddling the lion. Understanding that sometimes we have to be more patient, we have to have persistence, we have to have resilience, we have to have the courage to continue, even if things don't appear in front of us the way that we want them to, or as fast as we want them to. It's about understanding. Look, I'm getting goosebumps because now you have your own card, right? It's about understanding that, it's about balancing out the divine masculine, which is the lion, and the divine feminine, which is the little girl. It's understanding that sometimes we can attract more honey, more bees with honey, right? My grandmother used to say that. And it is true. It's kind of like you don't have to kind of like step into that energy of I've got to go get it. It's the beginning of the new year. I have this long checklist. I've got to get this all done, right? It's kind of like you have a whole year. Hold on. See where this is going. And a lot of times when this card comes up, it means that new opportunities that you don't see yet are available and are on their way. They're just not here yet. So if you decide to go ahead and make a rash decision at this time or take action very impulsively, right, that you are missing out on some better opportunity coming your way. Whoa, oh my goodness. Oh, I have a Leo rising. This is fabulous. This is just like fabulous. Okay, so let's see what we have. Oh my gosh, I'm just so thrilled for you. I really am. Okay, you have the healing light and you have a Hierophant, okay? So the Hierophant represents that higher knowing that we have, okay, and the healing light. Now, the Hierophant also represents, it can be a long-term committed relationship or something that we have been committed to for a very long time. But with the healing light, there is a little bit of energy of also wanting some healing to occur in a particular mindset, relationship, partnership, right? Could be a business partner, a career. Okay, there's something here that you are transforming, you are looking at in a different way. And sometimes that takes a little bit of time. The other thing is that perhaps the other person is receiving some healing so that they can perceive the situation in a different way. But whatever this is, okay, it's understanding that you have the wisdom within you to go slow. If you think about it, look, the wise old owl, that's you. You're the wise old owl, right? It's understanding, okay, I don't have to make a rash decision because I have all of this wisdom, all of this experience. I know that things are going to work out for me. So it's not about flapping your wings or growling with the lion, right? It's not about that. It's about, okay, look, the Hierophant is just sitting there, watching, waiting for the right opportunity because the Hierophant knows the right opportunity is on its way to me. And this opportunity, okay, I feel like this is an opportunity either to heal a connection that you have or to heal a situation. So once again, maybe you're looking for a new job, or you're looking for that first client so you can launch your business, right? Or you're looking for the solution to some problem that you have. Understanding that in January, it is really all about just waiting and seeing what appears on the horizon. Yeah. Now, we are leaving that Capricorn energy. Pluto is moving from Capricorn into Aquarius, January 21st. And Pluto was in Capricorn for the last 15 years. So something even since 2008, okay, that is bringing you this extra wisdom, insight. It's about when you sit and you kind of like reflect on it, even reflect back to 2008. What wisdom have you gained since then, right? How has this healed you, your inner child? Helping you to find your purpose, helping you to shine your light for others. It's almost as if you're being put into this position of just sitting and waiting so that you can reflect and you can understand just how wise you are. Ooh, oh my goodness. There is something from childhood, okay? Definitely. You have the Hierophant and then you have Six of Cups, okay? So this is either a mindset, a tradition, a family member. It can be your entire family, your energy around your family, your beliefs from childhood. Okay, there's something here that is kind of coming back to you. So here's the thing. Sometimes what happens is we can get so busy in our life that there's an opportunity for healing that appears, but we're so busy, we're busy like a bee, okay, that we can't, we have to just like sit for a minute to allow that energy to come in. If we're racing around, right, trying to do all this stuff, find all this achievement in our life, right, And I'm not saying that we don't want the achievement, whatever that may represent for you. But sometimes we just have to sit and be in that divine feminine energy. The divine masculine is all about going out there and getting things done. The divine feminine understands the Empress. She can sit, she deserves it. She knows those opportunities will come to her because she's planted the seed. She is the fertile creative energy, right? The Empress, the mother energy. So I feel like there's something here where you're finding the truth. You could be finding out a truth about something that occurred in your childhood, or finding out the truth about some mindset that you have from childhood. You could be receiving a message of truth from somebody in your childhood, or somebody that you were married to or had a long-term committed relationship with. There's some truth that is coming out, and it helps you to find victory in, and I don't mean that you're finding victory over somebody else, okay? But there's this sense of bringing balance back into your life. I feel like there was something that you could have been, this is kind of interesting, staying really busy in your life, trying to put the pieces back together, or perhaps, you know, you could have had a tower moment and you're trying to put the pieces of your life back together. Or something dramatic happened, traumatic, I should say, happened since 2008. And it's kind of like you haven't been able to figure it out. And here at the last minute, while Pluto is still in Capricorn, only for 2 more weeks, right? Until January 21st, before it moves into Aquarius, which is a much more expansive energy, something you're really going to enjoy. And it's there until 2044, okay? The next 20 years. It's kind of like you garner this amount of truth, this solution. I feel like it's almost like the solution, or the key to unlocking some wisdom that you just absolutely have been trying to find and you couldn't. And then all of a sudden the clarity comes in. It leads you to the success too. There's something that's been holding you back. And it's really because always in the back of your mind, you were trying to figure out why that person left, or why that person said this, or why you lost that job, or you lost that project, or whatever. There is something that you could not connect the dots to. And I feel like when you sit and you allow yourself to just be, and I feel like it could pull up some emotions, right? With the 6 of Cups, it could pull up some emotions, but looking at those emotions and allowing yourself, you know, for some of you, I feel like I'm getting this message that for some of you, this could happen in your dream state, where somebody that maybe has passed, you know, like a family member that has passed, comes to you in a dream, and you learn whatever this truth is, or the solution, or reconciles with you. Even if they're not in the physical world, there's this energy. Because I feel like your guides, I feel like Spirit knows you need this bit of healing. You need this piece of information. You've been searching for it for a long time. And when you find this piece of information, life changes. It is. It's kind of like something that's been gnawing at the back of your head. And once again, I feel like it's something somebody may have said, and you couldn't understand why they said that, or why they had that perception of you or something. So in January, I feel like you're learning some truth that literally heals you, sets you free, but it also helps you to become wiser for it, right? Have this inner knowing as you move forward. In February, this is really incredible. You have all major arcana. So you have the higher self, and you have the high priestess. Okay, once again, it's something is being revealed to you. There's been secrets. And once again, I get a strong energy here, and I know it won't resonate with everybody, But there's something that you are learning, and it could happen in the dream world, even if that person hasn't passed, but maybe you haven't been in contact with them or something. It's like they come to you in a dream and you learn what it is that's been holding you back. Yes, because it came out reversed. You see the different the different perspective that you didn't see before. You get the insight that you didn't have before. You understand how this held you back and how it is now setting you free. Because I feel like whatever you're learning has been, it's something that you could that kind of like gave you a sense of insecurity about something about yourself. Once again, it could have happened in childhood. So you had this sense you were insecure about something, and therefore you covered it up with other attributes or something. Now you're understanding that the perception that you got from what somebody said about you or did gave you a false perception of yourself, and therefore you're no longer hiding. Wow. I mean, it's really kind of, it's almost as if you completely uncloak who you are and step truly into your higher self. Very highly spiritual here. Yeah, you're seeing a different perspective. Wow, something is really happening here. I'd love to know. Put in the comments if you have some. This is your intuition has been telling you this. It's like you didn't want to see it. And that's why I think you've been so busy. If you're resonating with this, you've been really busy. It's like, I don't want that person to come back. I don't want to talk to them. The last time they talked to me, it set me off. And now all of a sudden, it's kind of like you receive some truth, perhaps in the dream world first, to prepare you for the truth in the 3D. Yeah, that's interesting. So that you have a different perception of this. So you don't block this person from telling you the truth. The truth helps you to heal your broken heart, whatever that is. Because there's something that's been hidden from you, a secret, and now you can step into a new world. I also feel like for some of you, I think you're hearing good news, but I think for some of you, you could even be hearing the good news from somebody from another world, right? From like the spirit world, or some of you could have, almost like a out of body experience or something like that. It doesn't have to be, but I think for some of you, you could. Yes, you're learning what has been hidden from you, and therefore you are set free. And Archangel Michael is there, helping with the healing. This is something you maybe have prayed about or really wanted help with. You could have asked your guides for some time for help with this. You could have surrendered to it. The Hanged Man is a little bit about surrendering to it, saying, I give it up to you, just kind of like, I don't know what to do here. I just give it up to you. And with that, the wheels have been turning behind the scenes to bring this in. Because then in March, you have the Tower. You have the Ascended Masters. You understand the Tower is putting you, I'm going to tell you, into this energy of people coming together, being optimistic, 10 of Cups, happy family, right? This energy of people coming back together after maybe a long time of conflict. Some of you could be reuniting. If some of you have family members, okay, that are in another part of the world, and you haven't been able to connect for one reason or another, you might actually be able to reconnect. There's some type of breakthrough that comes through that is divinely guided, that comes through for you. So let's see what we have here. Yeah. I feel as if somebody is coming in. I think honestly, I think you're deciding to go in a different direction. I think somebody, King of Cups, could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, wants to come in, wants to have another round with you, if this is a romantic connection or a family member or a friend. But I think they come in, they tell you the truth about something. You know, I actually think that they may come in and tell you how they um how they manipulated. This could be somebody that actually comes in and tells you how they manipulated the ending of another relationship that you had. Okay, so like that triangulation energy. Wow. And what you're recognizing, yeah, you're recognizing is I have to go. I have to step into my truth. For some of you, I really feel like you learn some truth and you may reunite with family members that it's almost like you understand you were manipulated in a way that you may have kind of like I don't want to say teams, but you could have kind of like sided with one person, okay, and now that person is letting, and because you sided with that person you lost touch with family members or something like that. And now what you're recognizing is that because you sided with that person that you sided with in some type of conflict or something is coming clean about how they manipulated the whole situation to get you away from that other person. And now you're recognizing, wow, I went in the wrong direction, something like that. This is helping you to truly step into who you truly are. Understanding, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's the epiphany, it's the clarity. Because let's go back to that. Somebody manipulated you to go in this direction. You may have lost touch with family or friends or something like that, right? Now you're getting the clarity and understanding that maybe what they said about your family or friends, they only said in order for you to leave them and come towards them, right? And now you're learning, well, what they said about your family or friend wasn't even true. They just made the whole thing up, right? And it could be even in the workplace or something like that. It could be that some of you lost contact. You could have pulled away from a family member that has passed since then, right? And now you're finding out the real truth and having a reconnection of some sort with a loved one that has passed, okay? And in the dream world or something like that. Wow. Leo. Okay, I'm sure this isn't going to resonate with everyone. And if it doesn't, you know, it means this reading isn't for you. But if it does resonate with you, I do personal readings, and in fact, I have a special 3-month one up at this moment. So if it resonated and you'd like a more personalized version for yourself, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, let's pull a soul truth card for you for some final advice. Yes, what can I do to make a difference? Interesting. Sagittarius have the same thing. What keeps you up at night? I think whatever has been hidden from you keeps you up at night. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to figure it out. Yeah. What makes you cringe when you think about it such that every ounce of you screams no more? Where can you create purpose out of your pain? Yeah. So, for instance, you find out the truth, you find out how you were manipulated to leave another situation, or however this may play out for you. You find out this truth, and it catapults you into knowing. You could even have been manipulated to leave a job or move from someplace because your spouse or partner wanted you to move in this other direction, right? And so you quit your job or you left your family and friends or whatever. And you get over there and then you realize life isn't the way that it was being portrayed, right? It helps you to understand. You had to go through that experience, is what they're saying. You had to go through that experience in order to be propelled into this epiphany of knowing what your life purpose is and being able to move in that direction now, taking off the mask, truly stepping into your intuition, allowing yourself to use your intuition to move forward. Because I think intuitively you knew something was up, you just couldn't figure it out. And so you went with the logic, right? You went with the facts that you were being given. And now what you're doing is taking a step back and saying, I knew all along. I knew it. I didn't have the facts in front of me, but I knew it. But I still made a decision to go in a different way. And now, you're using your intuition to move in a different direction that will be extremely, extremely beneficial for you. Financially, fulfilling, abundance. It's a beautiful energy of truly transforming any energy that you had around not feeling worthy enough, and moving in a new direction, shining your light brightly. All right, Leo, I'm going to leave it there. I do appreciate you being here, being part of my journey, allowing me to be part of yours. I hope to see you really soon. Bye for now. Much love and light.